Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love jet sweeps because it puts so much pressure on defenses with their eye discipline. It's really hard for these linebackers and DBs and defensive ends to locate a really fast receiver, cutting across the formation so quickly, getting the hand.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return, it's Murphy. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. Hard running there. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And the Eagles headed quickly to the line. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it, using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Murphy. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They go right back to him. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26. To the air, it's French, trying to get to him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Arizona! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. The RPO, it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To throw, it's French. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Eagle!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Hines is tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Riley. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arizona. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fires to the big fella. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's French. He finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And an awesome job there by the offense picking up the blitz and giving their quarterback a clean pocket to throw from. Doesn't get better than that.
He's looking to throw it. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got a Mac.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. Got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Fafita. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Running it back, it's Murphy. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Makes the catch and knocked down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown Eagles! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Calls his own number. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He's going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover two, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel on the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. To the air, it's French. And that one's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on third down. Steps away. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Pulls it in. It's Riley. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the connection. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver shows motion. But jet sweep pass. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ballgame. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. To the ground with the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go in that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Smith. Touchdown, Georgia Southern! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Give to the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Touchdown.
So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give him a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. San Jose State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Quarterback on the keeper. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Johnson. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 2nd and short now after that completion. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Gets it out quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He wants to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Murphy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
2nd down.
Dropping back, it's French. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd down, going up top. Pulls it in on the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Eagles! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, the likely game winner in the waning moments. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come